Greetings, everybody. It's November the 8th. It's morning here on the East Coast of the United States, out running some errands, getting some things done, actually working on compiling a larger video with data for you guys. As you know, I have often, over the last 3 or 4 days, reminded everyone, let's go with patience and take our time. As you can see, the title of the thumbnail for this morning's update is Who is Going to Blink First? One of the promises that we had from Trump's campaign was that in 24 hours he would be contacting Vladimir Putin and contacting Vladimir Zelensky. I told you guys on a video that when Trump contacts Zelensky, for sure, I'm very confident that Zelensky would let the world know, because this would be to his advantage to say, hey, Trump's talking with me, we're working on some things. But I also suggested that if Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump communicated, Putin would say nothing. So we are getting some evidence to that right now, and this is why the title of the little quick update is Who's Going to Blink First? I want to focus on stories that are happening in segments. In segments. Patience, pay attention, and take your time. We know that Vladimir Putin was speaking, and through third parties, not directly from Vladimir Putin to Donald Trump, there was a congratulations for being elected the president. We know that other nations have been talking to Donald Trump about being elected as president, and right now the world is filtering through that information. But I can confirm to you right now 100% there has not been a direct conversation between Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump either way. In fact, Vladimir Putin gave us some insight into character that we must pay attention to. In his speech just about 36 hours ago, he said, well, I'm not opposed to talking to Donald Trump, but I'm not sure I'm the one that needs to make that call. That is why the title of the video is Who is Going to Blink First? I trust and am very confident in how Donald Trump thinks as well. He goes, well, I don't think I need to call him first. And Putin will say, well, I don't need to call him first. There will be this head-butting situation that may delay conversations, and I fully expect that. I don't expect them to speak anytime soon, even though we heard, I'm going to end this war, this is going to stop. Folks, Ukraine is digesting that information. In fact, I'm putting together right now, maybe for a live stream tonight or tomorrow, an updated detailed analysis on a lot of these proposals that are out there for Ukraine. Guys, right now, take all of that information, put it into the back of your head, and forget about it. A real war is raging in Ukraine. Within the last 12 to 24 hours, Kharkiv hit by glide bombs, massive 500-kilogram glide bombs. New technology, jet-propelled glide bombs hit Kharkiv. Massive, large high-rise buildings in the downtown were destroyed. People are killed. Zaporizhia, the death toll is now up to 12. 12 people killed and over 40 wounded in the last attack. Kherson under constant attack. The pushes towards Pokrovsk in the south and Kharkova in the southeast. The push into Barava. The battles in the Kursk region inside Russia. And then in addition to that, the introduction of North Korean troops. All of this is happening non-stop. We hear the information that Russia's trying to gain their foothold on the south so they can continue to wreak havoc on Zaporizhia and make Zaporizhia much a city like Kharkiv, city that I call under siege. So today, for a quick morning update, because I want to update you as I promised you, nobody has called anybody. Nobody. Europe is talking. In fact, Macron came out today and says, you know what? We need to start thinking about a European army. We need to start thinking about how to take care of our own. These are the things that will continue to happen. But when we start to have knee-jerk reactions and, oh my gosh, this has happened, so this is going to happen, meaning Trump is now elected, Putin is saying this, Ukraine's going to fall. Forget all of that, guys. Ukraine is fighting for their victory. They are fully invested in this 100%, and they are not going anywhere. The heroes on the front line are fighting, as I've told you many times, 3 things: sovereign borders, their children and grandchildren, but most importantly, and I've heard this from hundreds, we're fighting for our fallen brothers and sisters in arms. They're not going anywhere. Another narrative that I continue to share with you guys all the time is this. Who is all in? Who is all in? When we begin to analyze who is going to blink first, is Trump going to blink first and call Putin? Is Putin going to blink and call Trump? Guys, first of all, I remind you that President Donald Trump is only the president-elect. Right now, the United States is trying to ship as much massive aid to Ukraine as physically possible. Joseph Biden will be the president of the United States until January, when the transfer of power takes place. Good things are happening in regard to our country here, the United States. Joseph Biden coming out with a nice speech. Let's be peaceful. Let's work to bring healing. Let's work in love. Those are the things that are ultimately important. But Joseph Biden is still the president of the United States, and Ukraine is still fighting a raging war. I want to share with you something right now about how propaganda takes place. Since all of this has been transpiring in the last 24, 48 hours, Russian propagandists have started to talk and scream, "We're not dropping any more missiles. We're not dropping any more missiles." Of course, guys, that is a lie. At the same time they're saying that, they are raining down terror on these large cities like Kharkiv and Zaporizhia. So guys, believe nothing. Go slow. But here's what you can put your trust in. Ukraine is not going anywhere. They are fighting. They are working hard. They are defending their homeland, their way of life, and they are defending Europe, and they are defending you, an ideology of freedom around the world. So, be patient. Right now we're watching for who blinks first. And if I was to give my opinion, I do not think either one is going to blink anytime soon. And right now, we will begin to determine with facts we have what the next phases of the war will look like. I'm once again reminding you, I'm putting together some information on that from analysts inside Ukraine who are laying out different strategy points for how the war will proceed forward into 2025. It is super interesting, but it's not my opinion, here in the US and working in Ukraine or some other YouTuber or analyst. It's coming directly from inside Ukraine, and I'm going to share that with you on a live stream. Make sure you're there in the next day or so. That's what I'm compiling. So guys, there you have it. That is the latest update. That is what is happening. Whatever you do, do not give up. Stay strong, because the Ukrainians are staying strong. And on the front, I'm here to tell you, they're not running around depressed. They're fighting for their lives. And they are encouraged because the world is talking about Ukraine at new levels and understanding that Ukraine must win this war. And we cannot, and Zelensky reminded us again yesterday, we will not cede territory. We are going to get Ukraine back and all of our land and all of our people. You guys have a great day. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Turn the notification bell on, because videos can drop at any moment. Have a great day. More later.